It feels like ever since Battlefield 4 released, people have been asking for a No Shot Canals remake. No Shot Canals wasn't really known for being a great conquest map, although it certainly wasn't the worst, but instead it was known for being the most popular team deathmatch map, and you could even say it became a bit of a classic because of it. If you wanted a quick game or to warm up, you would just jump on No Shot. It seemed to be the norm, and a lot of people seemed to miss that and didn't really feel that any of the Battlefield 4 maps had a team deathmatch version that was quite as good. I'm not even sure we knew why we liked it so much. A mix of close range battles in the middle around the container area, as well as an upper spawn that looked down over the map, and a smaller container area by the water where players loved, and I mean loved, to camp on the crane. It had close range engagements as well as longer battles as well, which is what made it enjoyable to play and kept players coming back. Each team spawned on either side of the map down by the water or on the upper level, and if the spawns were overrun, they would swap. Now though, it looks like we could be playing it in vanilla Battlefield 4 pretty soon. Remember the Dragon Valley map remake that we tested a little while ago in CTE? Well, now the summer patch is all done and the community map project is in its final stages. That should be out pretty soon. So now the CTE is moving its focus to the fall patch and the Dragon Valley map. And the most recent development is the Team Deathmatch version of the map. So what has Dragon Valley got to do with No Shot Canals? Well, if you played Dragon Valley when it came to the CTE, you'll remember it does have a dock section. And what DICE have done is made that dock section into a replica of No Shot Canals, which kind of kills two birds with one stone. They carry on their awesome work with the Dragon Valley map, but they combine this with the No Shot Docks TDM variant, which was the most popular part of No Shot Canals. Pretty smart actually, and it pleases a large group of the player base. It's not a complete one-to-one scale replica though. Some containers are in slightly different configurations to enable new alleyways, especially in the centre of the map. As well as that, the upper spawn is no longer a train line, and it's pretty empty right now with this being the first variation of the map. Visually, it does look a bit different as well, more of a rundown look and appearance, but remember, this is the very first time we're testing this TDM version, so the design, layout and the overall visuals of the map could change significantly over the next few test versions. If you've played No Shot before though on BF3, and I'm pretty sure that most of you watching this video have, you'll be extremely comfortable on this map because apart from the few things that I've mentioned, the rest of the map is pretty much identical, and because of that it plays very similar to the BF3 version. That being said, I think there are a few issues of scale. The map itself feels a lot bigger than the BF3 version, so whilst it feels similar and the layout is the same, it feels a bit too big in places, and there's a lot more room and space in places that weren't really there in the older version. And I'm not quite sure why that is. Is this just a design choice by DICE? Is it something with porting the map across, or is it like an intentional thing for weapon balance? With that being said, will it have the same magic as the old version? I don't know. Clearly it's one of the first versions right now, so when it's done and it hopefully releases in the vanilla version, I can see it being played a lot, just like it was in BF3. But there is one thing missing: the glorious M16A3. No Shot doesn't quite feel the same without it, and also you can't get on those cranes anymore. Some people will love that, some people will hate it. I'll leave it up to you to decide. After the TDM version has finished testing, the CTE will move on to testing the Conquest Large version, of which there's been some big improvements, and then they'll move on to test the Rush version after that. A lot of work apparently has gone into the Rush version of the Dragon Valley map, and just the map in general really. And when I first played it, I was really impressed with the map and the level of detail, and I think it's going to be a great addition to BF4 when it finally reaches the vanilla version. Also, lastly, before I go, I thought I'd squeeze this little bit of news in there. Patrick Sutherland did an interview with IGN when he stated that it's only a matter of time before the DICE LA team take on their own projects after the great work they've done with BF4 and the CTE. In fact, it's fair to say that they've taken over BF4 and made it their own. What sort of game do you reckon they could be working on in the future? A Battlefield title maybe? Something Star Wars related? Or even a completely new IP? Who knows? Only time will tell. And that's all for today, folks. Thank you as always for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.